Hello, so in this video, I'll be going through OnceHub, the entire process of creating OnceHub, that process of setting up OnceHub and the connection to our automation tools, as well as every other setup that we need to get OnceHub up and running. So OnceHub is one of the best booking platforms out there for so many reasons. One of the reasons is that they can accommodate a lot of users on their platform with no issues. So if you are a sales team of about 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 closers, OnceHub is a wonderful option for you. They also have a robust API system, and this is very, very important in all of the automations that we'll be building, all of the AI booking, and many other things that we'll be setting up. So OnceHub is one of the best platforms out there. So if you don't have an account, you click Start Now. Then you can put in your email, but I'm just going to sign up with Google just because it's easier. So here we are directed to the homepage of OnceHub. So for our setup, we want to be using booking calendars majorly because of the robust API that comes with using the booking calendar. So here is what we'll be using booking calendar. So to create a new calendar, you just do this. So I'm just going to name it Sales Team. I'm going to create this. Then host and co-host. Here, you can just create a team, just name it. So for example, let me name this Tier 1 Closers. Then any of the users who are already in the platform can be added here. Just click Add and Save. Then click on Booking Form. So here we can edit what the booking form looks like if you want to collect more information. Here's where we add to it. So we want to collect the name of the person, the email, the location, and the phone number. So any other thing you want to create, you can do that by just dragging here and adding. I won't be doing that for now, so let's delete it. Then if you want to redirect to an external URL after the booking is complete, we just select here. And here we can fill in the URL we want to redirect to. So it could be like a thank you page or any other page you want to direct to. Next, we have notifications here. So here we can add notifications, and there are system templates for the various notifications. So if you want to edit them, just click Edit. And here you can customize the email. You can also customize the SMS as well. So here, whenever a meeting is scheduled, you can edit what the messaging looks like. Same thing for the meeting reminders. So you can do 1 hour or however long we want. So it's really up to us to edit this any way we want. And here we can also add the variables. So for example, we want to add the email, first name, full name, last name, mobile number, and all the other important information. So this is where we edit all of the notifications that'll be going out. So we have various kinds of notifications. We have notifications that go out when the meeting is scheduled. We have one when there's a meeting reminder, so we can remind the person 1 hour to 3 hours, depending on what we want. Then we can add more reminders as well. So whenever a meeting is rescheduled as well, we can also send out a notification either by email or SMS whenever a meeting is reassigned and whenever the meeting is also canceled. So I'm going to go back to the sample calendar we're setting up. So here, if you want to make some edits, if you want to change the color, if you want to add our logo, if you want to add a profile image and heading. So let's add test. So basically just to customize this. So if we are going to be embedding the calendar in our webpage, this is where we edit the color scheme. So I can change this to green, for example, depending on your brand's color. Then once you save, you get the code. Then copy this. We need to make sure that the calendar has been published before you can get it. So I'm just going to try to publish this. Must select a host. Okay, we'll select the team here. Add, and we publish. For the availability and location, you can just retrieve from each user's profile settings, or you can customize the availability to work for certain times. So for example, if you want the calendar to have availability from like 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., we can give the calendar an availability then. So there are other important settings that we can also change. So visitors can schedule only up to X minutes before the meeting. So for example, assume it is 8 o'clock. The earliest time I can book a meeting will be in the next 15 minutes. So we can adjust that as far as we want. Then time frame limit, visitors can schedule up to. So for example, if I get on the calendar right now, how far into the future can I book? It's always advisable to keep this low. So for lead time, we normally use 60 minutes. So that's an hour. Then visitors can schedule up to, we usually do 2 days or a day into the future. Then slots display depending on how many minutes or how long each meeting is supposed to hold. So that's what we put here. So if each meeting is supposed to hold max 30 minutes, we put 30 minutes here. With max 1 hour, we keep 1 hour here. So to keep the availability clean, we just remove 15 and 45 so that we can get availability, for example, 12, the next one will be 12:30, and so on and so forth. So buffer time before and after meeting, depending on how your team is trained and structured, you can adjust this, but we usually keep it at 0 so that sales reps can have meetings booked back to back. So I think we've covered the basics of OnceHub calendars. So I'm just going to save this. So here we can see all the booking activities as they come in. And here we can view all of our contacts. And here we can see some basic booking analytics. Then if you also come here to scheduled meetings, all of the possible meetings will pop up here. Then we can filter by all of these variables, meeting status, meeting time, and much more. So we go into settings, then users. So this is where we add users. So all I'll do is add the user's email, their name. So if you also want to make the person a team member or admin, you can do that here. So next, oh, it already exists. So we can add each user to a particular team. So for test purposes, I'm going to add here to T1, then continue, and just click add user, then close. So once the user accepts the invite, the status will change from invited to signed in. So here in Teams, here is where we add all the various teams we have in our organization. So I'm going to add tier 2 closers. We need to add at least one person and save. And tier 3 closers. So at guest notifications, we've covered this already. So this is where we edit the notifications that will be going out. Then here, if we want to add our own separate templates, we can do that here as well. So here, this is where we can create alerts. So whenever booking is received, canceled, or rescheduled, is it either by a user or in a booking calendar? So we can trigger an email to a member of the team whenever any of these events occurs. So we will not be using this for now. Then location and rooms. So this is where all the meetings will be held. So if your sales calls are going to be happening in a particular physical location, here we can save the location. Next, we have contact fields. So if you want to collect other information, so let's say we are collecting their name and want to collect their date of birth or any other information through the booking form, we can just create a new field. For example, we can add date of birth. The field type will be a date. Then we save, and that is all. So if you want to add any other fields to collect new data, we can do that here. Next, we have CRM. So if we are using Salesforce or HubSpot, we can connect that easily. Then Zapier. So here we can also connect to Zaps, but I'll come back to APIs and webhooks because this is the main reason for this video. But here with Zapier, you can also connect to other apps. So billings, this is where the subscription is made and payment is made. So you can pick the plan that best suits you, and you can add your payment methods here as well. So we also have security and compliance settings and permissions as well that can be adjusted as needed. So for example, if you want to remove powered by OnceHub, you can turn that off and save. Also, if we don't want our sales team members to be able to create their own chatbot in routing forms, you can also turn that off here as well. So APIs and webhooks. So this is the main reason for this video. So in this video, we really want to cover the connection of OnceHub into our entire system that we are building out. So we'll need the API and Webhook because they are very, very important. So the first thing we need to do is I just Google OnceHub documentation. So let's leave this. So we should go to developers.oncehub.com. Yeah, so let's go to API reference. So here we can see all of the API information that we need. Okay, so we want to connect our OnceHub to our automation tool. So we need to get our API key. So you just come here, then copy that, then go into N8N. So we create a new credential. So we just find header authentication, click continue. Here we just type API key, and here we just add the actual API key. And here I'm just going to change this to OnceHub and save. So now if we want to test if it is indeed working, I'm just going to create a simple workflow and just find HTTP. So we're just going to do a simple request to test indeed if our API key was properly set up. So here I'm just going to copy this URL. I'll go back into N8N and we're going to do a GET request, then paste the URL and change the authentication to a generic credential. Then find header authentication, then find OnceHub, then test. So as you can see, it worked properly. So if it didn't work, let me just try another one and test. You can see authorization failed, check your credentials. So you can see that the API key was properly set up. This is how we confirm that it was properly set up. If it wasn't properly set up, you can just go back and watch this video again and check whatever steps there might have been a mistake. So that's one part done. So the next part, we are going to cover how we set up webhooks. For those not familiar with webhooks, webhooks are like whenever an event occurs inside OnceHub, an immediate notification will be sent to the webhook. So think of it as what is going to trigger our workflows. So webhooks are going to trigger our workflows. So we have to connect our webhooks in an ATN to OnceHub. So whenever a particular event starts, our workflows will get triggered inside an ATN. So we have a couple workflows, about 4 of them inside an ATN that we need to set up. And the trigger of all of these 4 workflows are all webhooks. So the first one is whenever a call is scheduled inside OnceHub, we want to send that information to our CRM. Whenever a call is taken, we want to send information to our CRM. Whenever a call is canceled, we want to send information to our CRM. And whenever the call is a no-show, we also want to send information to our CRM. So we have all that information in our CRM and also in our reporting tool. So here I will set up the webhooks, but first I'm going to show you the specific workflows that we need to set up. So all of these workflows will be in the description of this video. So all you need to do is download them and import them into N8N. So I'm going to open some of them right now. So here are all the workflows and the URL to each of them. So we just need to create each of these workflows. So we need to copy the name, come here, name the workflow appropriately, then also grab the URL, copy the URL, then come here and just paste it here. So it has downloaded already. So what we need to do is come here, import from file, find the workflow, then everything is saved. So I'm just going to save this, then duplicate it, then try to create another workflow. So we're going to do the same thing. So get for no show, name this no show, then copy the URL, paste. So download that as well. So come here again, then import file, import the file we just downloaded as well, and save. Then duplicate another tab, create the new workflow again, get the call showed, copy this workflow, come back here, we create one, then we also grab the link, and we download that as well. Then we upload from file once again. We save, then duplicate one more time. So just create a new workflow, grab the name, paste here as well, and grab the URL, copy, download the workflow, then import from file once again, and save. So we've grabbed all of them. So we have booked, we have showed, we have no show, and we have canceled. So we've tried our best to add all the necessary information here inside each workflow, along with notes of everything you need. So what I'm going to do is for each one of them, we need to set up the webhook. So let's start from here. Let's start from call booked. So you double click, get the production URL, make sure it's the production URL because that's the most important. We also do the test URL, but the production URL is very important. So just click to copy. Then we go back into developers.oncehub.com. Make sure 2.00 is selected. Then go to API reference. If you scroll down a bit, you would see create a webhook. So click here, learn more about events, and open in new tab. So here we can see the event object. So once again, you click here. So you can see the event object in full. Let's also open Webhook event triggers so we can see all of them. So right now we are working on booking scheduled. So we are going to grab booking scheduled. So we have booking scheduled, we have booking rescheduled, we have canceled, then rescheduled, cancel, rescheduled, requested, booking canceled, booking completed, and booking no show. So right now I want to start with booking scheduled. So go back into this page, developers.oncehub.com, scroll a bit, create a webhook, then our API key, we go back into OnceHub and copy it, then paste it here. Then for URL, we'll go into N8N. So let's make sure we are selecting the correct webhook from the correct workflow. So copy the production URL and paste here. So we need to name this webhook. So let's grab the name of the workflow. OnceHub call book to CRM. Paste it here. Then let's add production. Then for events, we are only going to grab booking scheduled. So I'm going to copy this, then paste it here and click try it. So we should see that it's been successful. So if we come back here and we refresh, so you can see we have one webhook here already. So let's do the same for the test webhook. So this is test, this is production. I'm going to copy this, come back here, change the URL, paste. It's the same workflow. So we are changing this to test and we try it. So again, we come here, refresh to make sure it is done. So we are done setting up the webhook here. So let's go to the next workflow. This is for call showed. So we're going to open this up. And let's start with the production URL. Let's copy, go back here, and let's paste a new URL. For the name, let's grab the name of the workflow, then go back here and paste it and add production. So again, this is for call showed. So a call that has been taken. So we come back here. Which one applies to call showed? So this is booking completed. So we're going to copy this, go back here and paste as well. Then click try it. So go back to OnceHub again and refresh. Good. So now I want to grab the test URL. So get rid of this, put this here. It's the same. So we're going to change this to test and try it again. Come here again and refresh. So we have 4. So now let's go to another workflow, no show. So let's start with the production URL. copy the production URL, go back here, remove the entire URL, remove this, and paste the new URL. Go back into the workflow. Let's copy the workflow name and paste it here. And for event, this is no-show, so let's grab booking.noshow and put it here, then try it. Once again, we need to come here to refresh. Good, and now we have 5. So we've done for the production, now let's do for the test URL. So copy the test URL, come back here, so remove this, paste the test URL, and add test here as well, and try it. Again, back and refresh. Good, so no-show is done. For the last workflow, just cancel, select this and copy the production URL. Again, let's get rid of this, and get rid of this. Let's add the URL again. We'll grab the workflow name, go back here, add it, then add production. For strings, so this is booking, booking canceled, so we are going to grab booking canceled and paste it here. So let's try it. So now I want to do for the test, so let's grab the test URL, go back here, paste the test URL, and rename this to test, and try it. So now if you want to list check all the webhooks we've created, so we're just going to come here, list all webhooks, and try it. So here you can see all the webhooks I've created, so you can just use this to cross-check once again to make sure that we added the correct URL to the correct name and the correct event. So you can just go through this and compare each one just to be sure, because it's very, very important that we don't make mistakes here so that we don't throw off our data. So we just cross-check everything here. We'll also add the URLs to these pages in the description of this video so that we can easily get all this done. So that's it for this video. Catch you in the next one.